There is a new war going on. It's not always happening on a faraway battlefield, but it is happening on social media platforms around the world, especially in the United States. It also has to do with Bitcoin and other XRP and XLM. The United States has changed its Bitcoin strategic reserve to a digital asset strategic reserve, which has caused a big fight right now. This stage is something I've never seen before. I'm just stupid. But we need to talk about it because it's everywhere. And I can't read more than a few posts without looking at someone else's silly posts first. That's why I need to pass. Today, I'm going to tell you the truth about all of these things that are happening in the US with XRP and Ripple. Also, I think Twitter is shouting at XRP. What's the reason for that? It's because it looks like we have proof from a Trump family member that American cryptocurrencies may not be subject to capital gains tax. Let's go over this. Allow us to talk about it. Also, thanks a lot for being here. It's really funny to us right now. I know this is a strange time, but I've never been so great in my life, which is why I've been working so hard for the past 4.5 years in particular. And I love it, turned into all worth it. It's been worth it every single time. Right now, though, it feels a lot better because that looks like 9 XRP ETFs will be approved soon. Don't forget that we looked at some records from Chase and JP Work. They think this could add $3 to $8 billion to the XRP system or into XRP. Right now, I think those numbers could be especially high if some of these things aren't taxed, right? And the ones will be safety bonds. And I don't see how the tax will fit in with that directly. But you get a lot of energy, and people who buy regular crypto instead of the ETF probably won't know the difference, so they're not really buying what they think they're buying. In the case of cryptocurrency, they are buying a stock that is backed by the U.S. Crypto Strategic Reserve for the new crypto center of the world. If this event happens, there is a chance of getting a 1,000 ROI very quickly. Hey, this might want to happen really quickly. For people who weren't there, Chad said that Bank of America was now ready to look at the XRP system 100% WT. After that, the SEC dropped the case and a fight over crypto began. That's now over. We quickly gained in good time. We'll see what that win does for us. Bank of America is also taking steps to make it more likely that crypto bills and XRP will be used together. It's true. This is something that people want to come back to. There is no way I can see Bitcoin being used for bills in any kind of bank or economic group. Bitcoin is just a way to keep money safe. What's the point of giving in for a small fee? If you have a way to store value, you could tokenize property and use real CBDCs. Any payment across borders would be made on a single shared record. I think it's the easy one for me. Also, yes, that is Brad Garlinghouse right after the Vice Chairman J.D. Vance. And this is Stuart Alarati talking about him with J.D. Vance. The person you hire is talking about him in his ear. So if Bitcoin didn't have a name and we just called it everything, you wouldn't buy it because of how it works. XRP is the best. Pay attention to this. I can see why that would be a good reason for cryptocurrencies, especially deflationary ones like XRP that have a limited quantity that can't be increased. The fact that Bitcoin can't grow is one of its biggest problems. No matter how many deals it can handle, 7 or 10 a second, it can do it. Then everyone in the world will be able to make 2 trades in their whole life if they choose to use Bitcoin. The easiest way for Bitcoin to really grow and become useful is to add more features like layer networks, trust networks, or something similar. But unfortunately, these features take away a lot of the cool things that Bitcoin is known for, right? And kind of Bitcoin makes use of. I agree with you that Bitcoin changed into, when it came out, it got really good. It was really amazing in terms of its goals. I totally agree with what you're saying. The problem is that realistically, it's no longer useful in society with all the different kinds of people who need to apply for it. The exciting things that make Bitcoin unique. So you might as well use something a bit more practical with this method. And as I already said, the XRP system was made by Bitcoin developers who knew this. Because they knew this, they made the XRP system. Putting Bitcoin into tokens was one of the first things that people did with Bitcoin, or the XRP system. That's why it was the first blockchain to have a DEX and the first blockchain to support tokenization, since cryptocurrency tokenization was one of its first uses. And you already know that you can use Bitcoin to make transactions much more quickly. We need a mop. Listen up. This man wants to be a man who cleans up after himself. He was just wiped out by this guy. Most likely that was one of the best last minute attacks on Bitcoin. You know, XRP Bitcoin better than anyone I've ever seen. I just felt like telling you that, man. That turned out great. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Also, please click like if you made it this far. I would really appreciate it. We're getting big. It really makes you laugh. Thanks. Thank you for all your help. I promise that I will never let you down. Stuart Alderati, an attorney for XRP, says he's looking forward to working with the Crypto Mission Force to fix the damage done by the previous government. As for Stuart, he thanks temporary chairman Ueda for saying it. The war on crypto made it unclear what was illegal and made the environment hostile to new ideas and designed to encourage scam. Looking forward to working with the crypto government to help increment the chaos. I'm looking forward to working with the crypto, undertaking pressure to get rid of the old government. Now pay attention. I don't think so, Mark. On the wave case, I believe it is, Mark. I believe he will go. I think he's just a stand-in. It doesn't seem likely that he will make you decide that big. They are probably going to think that Paul Atkins will eventually be allowed to serve in Congress. Following that, he will become the head of the SEC and then make the choice. But it wouldn't surprise me if it happened right here in the next couple of months. Tells you so. Moon Lambo says you shouldn't ignore Bitcoin Max because it is dangerous. He's telling lies because he doesn't want them to get spread or boosted until you agree to let social media jog your memory. It asks, are you so limp-wristed and weak that your default setting is don't stir the pot without any protest? I don't care that they stirred the pot. It would be great if you could reply to those dishonest scoundrels with facts instead of lies. You are right if this is real, and if it's true, they're wrong. Any person who is independent will see you and know you are right. If you find that you're arguing with the wrong travelist, the Bitcoin maxi talks will not change their thoughts in any way. But getting them to change their minds is not the point. For the benefit of anyone with a working brain who wants enamel, you make this poison bigger. Avoid putting yourself in the same group as lies who might take pleasure in seeing you fail. Elon Musk says he said something about running social media without any backlash, but I don't know if he meant it to everyone or just himself. I don't know how this is going, but pay attention. I did the math for you in the movie that kept looping. Okay, in the video that a lot of you seem to watch and like, which is my biggest movie ever and came out last week, let me just show you this movie